We're here to solve this even odd Sudoku by Prasanna and Seshadri with a percentage sign theme. Those two shapes with odd and even digits, and then this 1 through 9 diagonal make up that shape. Even cells tend to be more limited, and I actually have a 6 in this box, so there's only 2, 4, 8 to go. With 2 8s, this has to be an 8. With 2, 4 left to go and a 2 to the left, we can put these in. That puts a 2 down in the cell. 6 is actually forced away from these even squares because of the 6 above, so that leaves just 4 and 8 for the squares, which go in these spots. Puts in this 4 up here. This even cell now sees 4, 6, 8, so it has to be 2. This sees 2, 4, 8, so it has to be 6. This now has a 2, 4 option for it. You got a 6 coming up to this cell just based off that progress. 6 is coming to left. This is the last spot for a 6 there. We've got 8's coming to one of these cells. 4's coming to this cell. This 2 coming down actually puts a 2 in here, which means that there's a 6 coming to these cells, but the 6 up above forces 6 to the right, 4 to the left. So we're doing pretty good there. The 3's I'm seeing actually force a 3 into these cells, which puts a 3 over here. We've got 5 and 9 to finish this out. The 1 has to be in the top, puts a 1 in here, so we're just tracking some Sudoku constraints. Going over here, let's still keep looking at the even numbers. 2 and 4 can't be in the space, so 2, 4 form a pair that's not in the circle. That then actually means this is a 2, 4 pair coming in here, but the 4 is down below, so that puts in this 2, puts in this 4, puts in another 4 in these cells, puts a 2 in these cells. This 4 and this 4 look to be then a set that's going to eliminate everything but a 4 in these cells, and the 4 down below puts a 4 in the first column, puts a 4, 2 here. The 2's come up, have to go into this cell, puts a 2 in this cell. Last 2 will have to be here. So still good progress just through Sudoku steps. Still looking at the even digits, and 8 is going to be down here in one of these 3 cells, which means the last 8 in the middle rows is here. That puts an 8 up to the top. Those 2 8's in the first and second row force an 8 here, which puts in this 8, puts in this 8. I'm seeing if we've got another even digit to finish with. We've got a 6 that's got to be now in the top box here, which puts in this 6 and moves over this 3. That puts a 3 into these cells. In terms of other 6's, we need a 6 up top, and in this box, it has to be in the first column, but has to dodge the odd cells. Puts in a 6, 6, 6, 4, and 4. And I think that's generally, except for notes, all the even digits. So now let's shift back to the odds. In this top space, we've got 2 places left for a 3. The 9's point in and actually leave this as a lone cell for the 9. Puts in that 9, puts in this 3. That 9 gives another 9. That 9 and this 9 in the center actually eliminate all but this cell. So puts in this 9, puts in this 3, taking the 9 over to the right. This is the last space in the 6th row. That puts a 9 in one of these 2 cells. And we have a 9 in one of these 2 cells, so we need to be in the 8th row over here. So this is the 9. We've got a 5, 7 to go. Let's look at the 5, 7. And this column also needs a 5, 7, but there's 5 just to the right there. So this is how this splits. That leaves behind a 1 here, and this needs a 3, 5. That 3 doesn't give me too much. The 5 forces some stuff down, but still looks a little limiting. So let's come back over here. We've got a 1 coming in. Got a 3 coming in, the 7 pointing down gives 7, 5, 5. That puts a 5 over here. Center box need a 7 and 1. 7 forces 1, puts in this 1, puts in this 1. We can complete this as 5 and 7. So this is just 5 and 9. 5's to left, puts in a 5, puts in a 9, puts in this 3. Last 3. 5's coming across, but we can put in the 7. 7's coming across, put in the 7. That does force a 5, 5, 1, 1. 1, 3, and we're done. So pretty good even odd Sudoku. As you saw in my approach to the style, I went with a more constrained digit, which was the even square digit. I actually could place all the even numbers with just a tiny bit of looking at the odds before needing to work through the odds. That's sometimes how these puzzles split apart, and if you keep your focus on the key digit sets, you can make quick headway in these grids. So hope you got something from watching me solve the Sudoku pretty fast and seeing the logical steps I use to just track numbers around the grid. Thanks, we'll see you again soon.